Pardon your interruption. Before we proceed with the debate and the MVP discussion, I had to show y'all this clip, man. I told y'all I'm the most realistic 2K YouTuber, man. I don't do cheesy moves, bro. My gameplay is authentic. I try to make it like real life, like how people hoop in real life. So this gameplay is gonna be fire, man. Yo, what's going on? 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 It's your boy Matt, this cat, and I'm back with another video. And today we got a top 5 MVP. We're really top 6, but I'm gonna say top 5 plus an honorable mention. And as you guys are gonna see on the screen right here, what my top 5 or top 6 is. But shout out to De'Aaron Fox and Donovan Mitchell, who have both their teams as top 5 seedings in their respective conferences. They're both leading their teams as the number 1 option. They're both extremely clutch. I have the both of them as top 5 clutch players in the league, or at least top 7 most clutch. You got Jimmy Butler in there, but obviously shout out to them. But this is my top 5 or top 6 right here. These are the players we're going to be debating. I'm going to be playing as the team on the left with Giannis, Jason Tatum, Jokic, and I'm going up against Kevin Durant, Luka, and Joel Embiid. I figured this was the most balanced combination, the most even playing field, so I think it's an interesting matchup. But yeah, so now that we know the candidates, let's get to the order. So I'm going to be putting the stats, I'm going to be popping up some of the stats on the screen occasionally. But number 6, I'm going to start with my honorable mention, Kevin Durant. Now some of y'all are already saying, yo, this is blasphemous, you're starting off the video with an L already. Hell no, and I'm about to educate y'all, man. Now, Kevin Durant is hooping. I will admit, he's having one of the best offensive seasons of his career, which is actually saying a lot because we know his resume. He has his team currently as the 4th seed. They dropped a little bit. They were 2nd for a while, but Drew Holiday has been going off for the Bucks with Giannis, and the Milwaukee Bucks are the 2nd seed behind Boston. I'm a Celtics fan. You guys know that. So they're the 4th seed, and they just caught fire as of late within the last month or two. When the season, there's candidates that have been hooping from the very start of the season. Jason Tatum has had, for example, I'm not saying he's the very next one, but there are players who have had their teams at a higher seeding for a longer period of time and have had just as good a stats, or if not better. So for my honorable mention, I got Kevin Durant, and let's actually see what his stats are. Alright, so yeah, he's averaging 29.7 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Yeah, there's players with worse teams with better stats, with a higher ranking. So, yeah, Kevin Durant cannot be higher than this. I'm sorry to all the KD fans. He's still elite. He's up there, man. But they're just better players, not better players per se, but there's players having a better season. Number 5, I have Joel Embiid. Now, Joel Embiid, this was close between him and I'm gonna say my 3rd, or my 4th, because this would be my 5th. This is my 5th player. So it was close between him, my 4th, and my 3rd. Those 3 were the hardest. But I got Joel Embiid currently at the 5 spot. He averaging 33.6 points per game, a little under 10 rebounds, 9.8, and 4 assists. Now Embiid, he always puts up monstrous numbers. But what separates Joel Embiid from Kevin Durant is his impact on the defensive end. Look at his team. He has James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris. They're not great defenders. The last time I checked, which was about a week or 2 ago, Joel Embiid had the highest defensive player rating. Obviously, players like Tatum, Drew Holiday, Giannis. I'm pretty sure Giannis is like number 2. Giannis and Joel Embiid have been going back and forth, but Joel Embiid has the best. Obviously, Drew Holiday's up there. Marcus, I'm pretty sure it's between him and Giannis are the 2 leading candidates. But yeah, Joel Embiid, he's half a game ahead of the Brooklyn Nets, so they are going back and forth. But at this very moment, I'm gonna have to go with Joel Embiid over KD. Now, Joel Embiid, like I said, his health is a factor. Kevin Durant may just outlast him down the stretch. So that is a possibility, but at this very moment, I'm going with Joel. Now, 4 and 3 was like the toughest. Like I said, 3, 4, 5 were the toughest, but I have number 4, Giannis. Giannis has the Bucks as the 2nd seed for like a split second, like maybe like a month ago or a few weeks ago. They did have the number 1 seed for about a week maybe, or maybe even less than that. But for the most part, they've been the 2nd seed majority of the year. They're 6 and 4 in their last 10 games. Let's essentially 12 because it's 11.9. So 12 and 5. And he plays defense. That's insane. He plays defense, bro. Wow. Now, oh man, his stats have me reconsidering this. No cap, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say he's fourth because, well, one, he lost a head-to-head matchup with Tatum on Christmas, and I don't care what you say. I know Tatum's team is better. I understand that, but that matters because not only did his team win, Jason Tatum dropped 41, so he outplayed Giannis, and his team won. It was both of them. And like I said, Jason Tatum's team has been the best team for a longer period of time than Giannis, and you can't use the excuse that Tatum doesn't play defense because just like Giannis, he may not have that quite exact impact on the defensive end as Giannis, but he's definitely up there in the top 5, top 10, so you can't use that defense as an excuse. But Jason Tatum is a better free throw shooter, and what I like about Jason Tatum over Giannis is his ability to create his own shot off the dribble, and that benefits you in the clutch more so. So that's why I have Giannis at 4. So let's go to number 3. Number 3, I have Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, amazing stats as well. Like I said, these people all have better stats than KD, which is crazy. Jason Tatum's averaging 31, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he plays defense, we all know that. Can guard basically 1 through 4, 2 through 4s, whatever you want to say it. He's at the number 1 seeding for majority of the season. Now, Jason Tatum, I understand, does have Jaylen Brown. Nobody in this MVP race has a number 2 or a side. I don't want to say number 2 because that's disrespectful to Jaylen Brown, but no one has a second option better than Jaylen Brown. I am aware of that, but you also have to factor in that also hurts Jason Tatum's stats as well because now he has to share the workload with Jaylen. Jaylen has to get his 20 shots per game too. So if Jaylen Brown was on the team, yes, they probably would have a worse seeding, but that means, damn it, Jason Tatum might be averaging 35 plus points per game. We don't know. So you can't really just say that. But Jason Tatum, he's been doing this all year since the very first game. He dropped, 31 or 30 points this very first game of the season and hasn't looked back. He's beaten, in primetime games, he's beaten the best players head to head. He outperformed LeBron in one. He outperformed Giannis in one. They beat the Nets. KD didn't play in that game, but they always beat the Nets. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, when healthy, are undefeated but not undefeated per se. But they are because they swept them. They swept the Nets. So yeah, they're undefeated against the Nets when healthy. So at number 3, I got Tatum. At number 2, this was hard, but I have Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is averaging 25 points per game, 11 boards, and basically 10 assists. So he is the best passing big man. You can make the argument he has the best total offensive package out of all of them. But I would say Luka does. But it's close because he can score with the best of them. Maybe not to the degree of a KD or Jason Tatum, but it's up there. It's in the ballpark. He out-rebounds them, and he's a way better playmaker. He does everything for them. He has the worst team out of all of them between, I would say, the Celtics and the Bucks. He has a better team than the Nets. But I just like his all-around game, his efficiency. He's one of the most offensive players, and his defense is underrated. This man plays defense. You can't just attack him all game and just try and disrespect him on the defensive end. You can't pick him out of the crowd and try and disrespect him. Now, does AD give him that work? Yes, AD does usually give him that work. But that's one player. So I do have Nikola Jokic. He's been the number 1 seed for a while. He's been in the top 3 all year essentially. And like I said, his team is not stacked. His second best player is Aaron Gordon. And yes, I'm aware Aaron Gordon is having his best season, but come on, he's playing at a borderline all-star level. Let's be real, that's still Aaron Gordon. It's not like he's Jaylen Brown or something like that. So Nikola Jokic, that's a credit to Nikola Jokic because he definitely has the worst team out of all of them, probably besides Luka. And that's why I have at number 1 for the league MVP. Luka Doncic has his team in the 4th seed. He has the worst team by far. It's not even close. The second best player is Tim Hardaway. There's literally nobody on the Mavericks better than Aaron Gordon. Not one single player on Dallas is better than Aaron Gordon. Tim Hardaway, when he's hot, is comparable. Maybe, but no, trust me. So Luka Doncic by far has the best, probably the best well-rounded stats other than He's averaging 34 essentially, 9 rebounds and 9 assists. High efficiency. He's clutch. Look at all the big time, that double overtime win he had against the Knicks. And the Knicks are competitive, so you can't say, oh, it's the Knicks. The Knicks are actually relevant this year. They're gonna lose in the first or second round, so they're not that relevant. But let's not act like they're just complete trash. Just they're good. They're a solid team. I won't say good. They're solid. He's averaging 34, like I said, which is the most points in the league. His team stinks. Besides him, they need help. He's clutch. He's played in big time games and outperformed some of the best players. I think they beat the Celtics one time this year already. So he's the best player. He's playing the best. I won't say he's the best because Giannis is the best player. But he's playing the best right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace. Hey.